Hi everyone. So in this video, what we're going to talk about is dusting. Now, there are some people who use the EnviroCloth for dusting, and you can completely do that. However, I prefer a different way, and once this gets in your hands, you will agree. This is our dusting mitt. Okay, fits right on here. You can use both sides. Some people like to get two of them. I have more than one, but when I dust, I just use the one. So living with an asthmatic husband, dusting was a struggle because I would dust and he literally couldn't go in that room for, I would say, 3 to 4 hours because it would kickstart an asthma attack. So I would have to make sure he was out of the house for a certain amount of time and then I could dust the house. Well, with the dusting mitt, that opened up so many other doors as far as dusting. So what I actually did when I first became a consultant is I did a little test where half of my table I cleaned with normal dusting cleaners, and on the other half of the table I used our dusting mitt. So I did that one night, and then the next morning I came back downstairs and I noticed that the one side of the table that we used the cleaning supply on, it almost looked like there was dust still there. And the reason that is because it's the chemical residue that's just sitting there. So in all honesty, you come back down and you're thinking, oh my God, I need to dust again. And then you're putting more chemical back on it and that residue is just sitting there. Whereas the other side of the table with the dusting mitt, it was clear as could be. No issues at all. So what you do to use is you can either use it dry, or you could like spritz a little water on it. It's just your preference. But what you want to do to activate it is you want to rub it together. And I always do both sides because sometimes I use both sides. And then you just put it on and off you go. And then one good thing about this dusting mitt is that, it's up to you. I mean, some people when they're done with it, they just kind of like shake it off with their hand. Another good item they can use is Norwex's rubber brush. So you literally have this and you're just taking the dirt and you're brushing that into the trash. And then you don't have to worry about touching it or anything. So, you just go around the house. I mean, I just take it, and now because there's no chemical and because the dust isn't flying around when you try to wipe it down with paper towels or whatever you use with the chemicals, it's just sitting on here. So because it's not floating around, it's not affecting my husband. We're to the point now where my husband can do the dusting. We were never able to have him do the dusting. He grabs this, he dusts, and he's good to go. And that's just amazing that he is able to clean and dust and nothing affect him, which is wonderful. And if you want your little kids to help, there's a kid dusting mitt. So my 11-year-old loves to go around the house with me and dust. So that's a great thing. Another part of dusting is who can't stand dusting their fans. Their fans, the blinds. I mean, cleaning the fan blades was probably one thing I just could not stand. I think a part of me hated that more than doing dishes. So, Norwex has our Enviro wand. And it's so great. And same thing with this one. You spritz it with water. If not, you can keep it dry. But what you do is you take it and it bends. So you can go like this and do the blade. Sometimes what I do is I'll even take this part here and I'll bring it down, and then it's like perfect for the blades. And you literally just wipe the blade and that's it. And then I'll take my rubber brush and I'll brush it off into the trash. Again, some people spritz, some people don't. I prefer this to spritz it with some water because I just feel like it grabs it better. But now we have about 4 fans in my house. Now I wipe it. Sometimes I'll get through like 2 or 3 blades before I have to like wipe it off with the rubber brush. This is also good for, like I said, blinds. If you have an area underneath your couch that you want to get, and like I said, you like, you know, wood flooring and you want to get under there. You have like a set-top box or DVD player and you want to get in there. Your TV stand, sometimes I'll get in there with this, or I'll use this. But this is just a must-have for those really high fans. This can actually attach to our mop handle. You'll learn about the mop soon. Our mop handle, and then it can get to high places too. So this is amazing. The other thing I will say in regards to the dusting mitt is we get, you know, rain hits our house and sometimes we get this green residue on it. You can actually soak this wet, just with water, and go along your siding if that happens to you too, and it comes off and there's no chemicals used even on the outside siding of your house. So this is the dusting mitt, the kids dusting mitt, our Enviro wand. So I thought those were good to show you guys, you know, because it's all about dusting. So if you have any questions, let us know. Thanks.